Alright, once again, not that I'm in uncharted territory. I've been in this territory before, but I still haven't mastered it by any stretch of the imagination. So let's see if I can be a little more prolific at it. Oh yeah, I remember what I gotta do. Let's see, I go to here and do link, link. Here we go. Control C, and then go back to here and put that right here. V, enter. And now I see myself about 15,000. Oh, it's already muted. How convenient. I don't know why you're first, Dan. Is that good or is that bad? I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about that one a few minutes. Hey, political bulletins, how you doing, brother, man? Great to see you, brother, man. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in. I'm still getting situated here, kinda. I always screw up when I do this. Always. It's just, it happens that way. And anyway, I'm elated. I got a drone stuck in the tree, and my landlord left the keys to his bucket truck, and so I'm quite elated to say that the drone has been rescued. I had my hat cam on during that process, and why do you keep freaking doing that? God darn it. RJ, how you doing, brother? I'm glad you're doing good, political foolishness. We do need an audience. I don't know. I just came on, Dan. I don't expect it right off the bat. That's just me. It takes a few minutes for people to notice that the flying lunatic is on. So, how's your acro doing, Dan? I think I got it worked out now. So RJ, we got political foolishness, we got drone worship and his dinghy. Glad to hear that, RJ. So Dan, what are you doing? You're already wanting a bigger bike. Hey MGE. A ninja tree. It was funny, MGE, because I was like 40 seconds into flight. Here's what screwed up, okay? I was down to one pack for my new 5-inch bird. So I ordered some more. Had a good paycheck. This is the first one I got. Look at this brick. This thing is huge. 1,500 mAh, as Dan would call it. 120 C. But it's big and it's heavy. Anyway, I got that, and then I got two more yesterday, plus the one I already had. And I charged them all up. So this guy here, I decided to fly him first. He's brand new virgin battery. Charged him up, went out to fly, and the drone gods were telling me I shouldn't fly. My goggles screwed up. Just several things came into being. It was like the quad gods were telling me not to fly, but I had to fly anyway. And so that's what I did. And about 40 seconds in, coming around, hit some scraggle, and there you go. That was all it took. And I don't know why I'm not seeing this on my tablet here, so I know who's here. There we are. Oh, there's 6 people in here. Who else is here that I don't know about? I'm seeing 6 people. Well, maybe my other name is counting. So maybe, okay, we'll say 4 people. Do I count? Do I count in that count? I don't know. You know, hi Dan, how you doing, brother? Dan, okay. Split S. The way you were doing your split S's to me seemed harder. Okay, Carlos. Um, than the way I was doing it. I guess that's more of what the way Wendell does it. Uh, Bama FPV. But man, you made it look so easy. I mean, it's supposed to be harder than that. I knew Mellow Yellow would get the job done. I just knew it. So for those that don't um, know what the hell I'm talking about, because Brother Poole has a video pending. He has decided not to publish it yet. But he gave me the privilege of seeing it since I was ragging his butt about doing a split up. Did you now? Well, that's cool, man. Hey, you made it look so easy, Dan. You made it look like, what the hell are you afraid of? And see, to me, the biggest thing is, especially when you were doing it the way you doing it, because you were rolling upside down and then coming in like that. Because the way I've always done it is pull back, so you're actually gaining altitude and then roll over. So you're kind of doing it the other way around. And to me, the way you were doing it was scarier, but it didn't look scary in your video. Well, you did. Yeah, I mean, you were up high, which is a good thing. Because if you're up high, man, dude, you got room for days to correct it. You know what I mean? So that's why I kept bugging you about it. It's cause 3 nights on the sim. I don't know, man. The sims kind of freak me out because none of my birds fly like the sim does, and I guess it's just because I don't have it set up right, adding weight and all that stuff. Because that makes a big difference. Oh, you're not telling. I gotta read back to see what's going on. Hey, political foolishness. Sergeant Schultz was one of my favorite shows. I mean, personalities on Hogan's Hero. Ugly only count if you hit the ground, Dan. That's all that counts. You know, if it's sloppy and you get wobble and you pull out, whatever. You did it. It doesn't matter because you didn't hit the ground and you didn't crash. And that's the biggest thing. I have a few where I crash, and that's why I love those tall. I love and hate the tall weeds in the backyard. because you come in the land, you grab a wing, it wraps around the prop, you crash. You get too low where you might have been able to recover, but if a weed's sticking up 3 feet up in the air, it'll grab your props and you crash. But at the same time, it makes for kind of a cushy landing in a way. It beats hitting the ground full speed. Yeah, yeah, but Dan, you know how to fix them now, brother. You know, I don't know. You're way ahead of me in so many ways. You just have not freed your mind. And you went a long way towards doing that with that split up. And multiple ones too. You know what happens when that happens, when you free your mind. Hey, Michael, how you doing, brother? You know what happens when that happens? You keep trying more and more shit, which is good. Just do it up high. Just do it up high. That's all. Yeah. Those fields you fly in, man, you got room for days. You have to really screw up or lose total track of where you're at to hit the ground hard. Or else, you know, the battery loses it or whatever. But anyway, the whole purpose of the stream was yesterday. If I'm repeating myself, I probably am. Yesterday, I got. Let's see. No, day before yesterday, I got a new battery. This flying brick right here. Okay. China Hobby Line, 1500 mAh. I got this from Race Day Quads. I also got a new flight controller for my Mobula. And then I will be using that solder station you sent to me. Because with what I had before, I would not even attempt this. So I got my new flight controller. Oh, I just got a notification that I'm live now. I would not even attempt this with my old Harbor Freight uh, soldering iron. So anyway, I look forward to playing with that. And hey, Matilda. Hey, Till. How are you doing? Hey, Till. You and Michael. Cheers. Bottoms up. So anyway, and then yesterday I got 2 more batteries. Oh man, I got a sweet deal on them through I guess because of Amazon Prime. What are they? Let me see. Let me find them. I got 2 of these. These are Gold Bat 13 Gold Bat 1300s, 100 Cs. Now, all I've ever had on both the Batman and MadDog1 are 75 Cs. So, yeah, smaller packages means you fly a little bit, the flight time a little bit less. But with I get a little worked up when I fly, so it's good when it's time to land. Although most of my landings are more like crashes, but hey, Michael, you'll be there one day. One day. So anyway, so I had 4 packs charged. First pack, the flying brick. This is MadDog1, named in honor of MD95 TSI, who at the urging from Baduga RC said, Ed, the flying lunatic, needs a backup 5-inch quad. So he put this together. And, oh, look, I just noticed that one prop. Look at that one prop. It's kind of bent up, ain't it? Look at it bent up. These are my Jim Fan 5042 wind dancers. And that prop definitely needs to be replaced, I'd say. Hey, Chris. Hey, brother. How are you, Drone Life RC? Anyway, I just noticed that when I held it up. I just thought, wait a minute. That picture on the screen looked a little screwed up. Yep, that prop is definitely, let's see. Well, looky there. Brand new. Good as new. Look at that. Woohoo. Hey, how about that? So anyway, hey, Crystal. I'm just showing Mad Dog 1 here. And safely back from the tree. The camera's a little askew. The cool thing is that when it crashed, it pulled the battery lead out. So while I couldn't try and spin it out of the tree, the it didn't drain the battery all the way down because it stayed in the tree overnight. It roosted like a bird. That's what birds do. They like to roost in trees. And hey, it's great to see you, Crystal. Thank you. Hi, Andrew. No, Carlos is a great guy, and yeah. Well, I started on a good send, Crystal. I thought, but I ran into some scraggle. Like it wasn't 45 seconds, Crystal. It was more like 40 seconds, and put it into the tree. So I've done some good sends with MadDog1. I did some inverts and stuff like that, but it wasn't a good Adam. Yes, I did. Dano, hey brother. Damn it, Ed. Yeah, 40 seconds in. Hey, you know what's bad, Dano? I got 3 new packs. I have 2 more on the way, and then so I before the 2 that are on the way, I now have 4 packs. Well, first bloody flight of the day, 40 seconds in, I'm in a tree. The MadDog1 was recovered through the aid of a bucket truck that just happened to be conveniently sitting 20 feet away from the tree that it was stuck in. I did not even have to move the truck. It took more time to figure out the, yes, Adam, happy birthday. That's right. I'd like to say Plummet out FPV just celebrated a birthday. Very happy birthday to you. Did you fly today, Adam? I hope so. I hope everybody had a marvelous day. It sounds like the Justice family had a good time with my brother Carlos because I mean I've met Carlos through RC Crazy Eric, but he's awesome and a great guy. He sent me some extra packs from a Mobula, which is currently down because the flight controller went out on it. But hey, I got a new board. You're shickled titless, huh? About what? I missed something. All right, see you till. That's funny, Dan. Look, man, the thing is, I think one of the biggest things about flying FPV, especially race drones or whatever, when you're doing so, you forget about everything else. You forget about whatever financial troubles, whatever drama is going on in your life. It's just you and the bird, you know? Oh, that's awesome, Dana. And I was going to send a couple links out, but I'll just do it here. Grab it quick because I'm going to take it down. If anybody wants to stop in, come on by. If there's a troll around, well, there's plenty of wrenches right here to deal with it. So if anybody would like to stop in for a minute, Dan, Dano, Adam, Crystal, Michael, I know it takes me forever to get this shit set up. So exactly, Michael. Michael, I have a plan. That bird is gonna come your way. I'm just not sure when it's gonna happen because I'm kind of bad about that. Yeah. I'm not gonna rain on Drone Pool's parade, but I think I know what you're referring to, Dano. So, Dan, go ahead and hey, Edge, how you doing, brother? Um, Drone Pool, if you would kindly disclose the information. Yes, we said troll, but you're a friendly one, so what the hell? I left your headphones at work. Well, everybody has their excuses, Adam. That sounds like an okay one, I guess. I never use a headphone. Seems to work out okay. I guess it's different on a phone if you're using a phone. There you go. Thanks, Dan. I didn't know who was privy to that information or your questioning of that. So that's awesome. I had a good feeling about it myself, just because, yeah, exactly, Dano. The I know there are a lot of prayers sent your way, Dano. I mean, excuse me, Dano. Um, and see, it's kind of a karma thing. Not that people that have good karma, not that bad things don't happen to them, but I don't know. Yeah, it is very good to hear, Michael. And I know it's relief off of his brain. And see, if I ever got diagnosed with anything like that, I'm like, okay, I just might as well just fly my ass off till it takes me, because I'm not one. I can't do doctor. The all that chemo, radiation, I've seen what it does to people. So I know they've gotten a lot better at it. Now, why do you say that, Dana? I mean, maybe it seems like your luck sucks at times. Yeah, exactly, the friendly troll. That's the way it works. Although I think Dana is quite experienced in that routine by now. And we all have. I mean, not that I haven't to the extent that some of you others have, because some of your others, like Dan, have you done a full build? I think you have. I've never done a full build. Let's see. Drone pulls Dan. Dano is a Dan. Your modus operandi. Yeah, well, I do my share of that too, Dana. Uh-oh, the cat is prowling around. There's the cat, Alfredo Montero. Oh, okay. So you're a BNF guy too, huh? Or a RTF guy where you just have to put the receiver in. That's all I've ever done. I fixed some stuff, replaced some motors, but I cheated, Dana, because when the motor went bad, I didn't take the stack apart and re-solder to the escape. Instead, I spliced the wires on the arm. But you know what they say, Dana, if you ain't crashing, you ain't flying because you're pushing yourself. You got to push yourself. Yeah. And I was messing with Dan Drone Pool all the time about that. 'Cause, come on, man. You gotta, well, I don't want to break anything. None of us want to break anything. But it kind of happened. And I'll tell you this, I've gone to fly the next day and didn't even crash. And then the motor wouldn't work. So just sometimes the stuff lets go. Oh no, Dana, what are you saying? What do you mean you're done? How can you be done? I mean, maybe take a break. I'm telling you, it'll bug you, dude. You just, I mean, I've taken my hiatuses. I've busted a few things, but the last video I watched of yours, you were doing some great flying. It was awesome. So I mean, I don't know how you could say you've been done. So please don't say things like that. It makes me sad. Right. Classic line from Hotel California, the Eagles. Exactly, Dana. Exactly. So you might take a hiatus, and I've done that, and I've actually not flown even though I had a flyable bird for a week, whatever, just because I didn't feel like it or because of work or whatever. But here's the deal: that lost time, it takes you a while to warm back up. Yeah, I don't know. For a while there, I was like, it would take me a full pack to even warm up. And now, and then it got to where, oh, yeah, just halfway through the pack. Oh, I'm ready for pack two. Now I'm back to stage one. And then I only had one pack. You just got to get out there and fly. It's just so miserably hot down here now that I can only fly like right at golden hour. Yeah, got to keep those sticks moving, keep those hands busy. And but anyway, I just really I hesitated about even doing this, but I wanted to celebrate this guy being uh, back in my hands, and I plan on doing a little video of. I haven't looked at the footage that's on the Firefly or not. It's probably corrupted because it was stuck in a tree all night and it was recording when it was up there. There you go, Edge. So what was your new build? How many flights did you get out of it? See you, Dano. Thanks for stopping in. And I didn't realize it's 10 o'clock already. I took a nap today. I came home early because I wasn't feeling well. Ate something and passed out till about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Got up. Well, I say got up. I napped right here in this very chair. And had another beer or two, and then I went out back and got in the bucket truck, uh, cranked it up. I wore my trusty hat cam that while I performed the drone rescue. 4-inch reverb, 100-mile-an-hour build, cool. Belly flopped it, huh? And the thing is, Edge, in hindsight, when we crashed, we always look back at it and say, well, that was stupid. But that's what happens. That's the way it happens. You never start a maneuver thinking, oh, this is going to be stupid. It only becomes stupid after you crash it, right? So you belly flopped. I'm surprised you screwed it up that bad with a belly flop. Top mount battery, I guess. So far, I'm vertical Michael. I'm feeling a little punchy. I didn't feel too well today, so I feel better now though. You people always make me feel better. Everybody in the drone community makes me feel better. When I fly, I feel better. When I rescue a drone, I feel better. When I'm talking drones, I feel better. I always feel better because I forget about everything else, you know? And I hope it's the same for all y'all. Is that this is my one escape. Because when I go fly FPV, I forget about everything else. Everything else. It's just me and the drone, and damn it, it's in a tree. Do I have to climb that thing? I, I actually started to climb the tree when the landlord was supposed to come home and help me out with the truck so I could, because I've never operated this truck before, and he never came. So anyway, he texted me during the day today while I was at work, and he says, I left the keys on the battery compartment. He said, call me when you're ready and I'll give you operating instructions. So about 6:30 tonight, I walked out there, turned the hat cam on, walked out and called him. And no answer. Went to voicemail. Called him right back, did the same thing. Went up and knocked on his door because he lives like right next door in another trailer. And no answer. Fuck it. Excuse my language. I went out there, got the keys, cranked it up. I didn't even know it was a diesel truck. Dumbass me, but I thought it was a GMC, and usually a GMC that's been sitting around, couple pumps on the gas pedal, and turn the key, and they'll usually crank right up. And this one did. And then as soon as it started up, I was like, oh, you probably aren't supposed to do that with a diesel, but hell, it cranked right up, so what the hell. So then I I went out and I climbed in the bucket, looked at controls. This is an old bucket truck, so none of the knobs on there, everything's worn the hell off, except for was it hydraulic power tools. It's like, well, I don't need that, so all the other ones, I didn't know what the hell they did. I played with them, nothing happened. Red emergency stop. I knew that had to be pulled up. So I did that, still nothing happened. Went down to the controls at the base of the unit, flipped a couple things, climbed back in the bucket, still nothing happened. Then went back in the cab of the truck and there's a switch, a little toggle switch. And it had electrical tape wrapped around it, kind of half hanging out of the dash. I'm like, well, I wonder what this switch does. Turn it on, a light comes on. I'm like, okay, that seems like some kind of progress. And so I went back out in the truck, on the bed of the truck, pulled another knob, and all of a sudden I heard shit moving. Ooh, progress. Got in the bucket, pulled that red knob up. And of course, the first button I move is the wrong one. It's the one to swing the boom, and the boom ain't up yet. So, okay, I won't use that one anymore for now. And it was all good. Went right up there. I've done a bucket truck before, but they're all a little different. But it was cool, man. It took me longer to figure out the controls on the truck than to get the actual drone. Once I was up, it was so cool because I lifted up, guy lifted the boom up, and then there's the other arm that comes up like that, and then you do that and that and that, work your way up, and then I swung it around and just picked it out of the tree. It was so cool. Beat the hell out of climbing a tree. That's all I got to say. All right, Edge. Thanks. Oh man, Ed, you have no idea. I cannot do YouTube on the phone at all. So I appreciate you making the effort. I appreciate you stopping by. This is just a little quickie. Meant to be a little quickie, and I'm always longer than I mean to be. But again, I just wanted to celebrate my 5-incher being back in the air. And I have a replacement motor for I don't know if it's on the way yet, but a replacement motor for the Batman coming. And thanks to MD95 TSI and Crystal Justice. So hopefully I'll have 2 5-inch birds operational again. I have a new flight controller for the Mobula, and I also have a UR65 that has a motor pad on it. And I looked around for the motors and couldn't find them. I found them a couple months ago when I was really broke, but it was like $60 for a set of 4. And so I searched it. When I searched again, I didn't find motors at all. Hey, Tootin' Chicken. And so I looked, it was brand new UR65 for like $90. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just do that. So I got a Mobula 7 from Bangou Good on the way as well. It has been shipped too, which is a good thing. So nice to see you, Tootin' Chicken. What kind of grains are they feeding you? I know I've got to have Edge. I know I have Edge. Butch, how are you, brother? Great to see you. So Butch, roadkill. Hey, yes, how are you? Yeah, I know. It's a growth. I need to get it removed. Oh, that was easy. Not much, man. Okay, the bird you saw me fly, I got new battery packs in for it. And I had a brand new pack, this pack right here, that I strapped on and went to take it for a fly. And 40 seconds in, I put her in a tree. Hey, JL, how you doing, brother? And so today, well, yesterday after I put it in it was like the perfect freaking storm. Okay, I come around. I was actually trying new territory. I come banking around the track, but I was a little wide. Hey, Indigo. Natural eyes gets me, Michael. I get way too hammered on those puppies. But I came around, I'm like, oh, I'll just do the track wide this time. Well, the scraggle got me. And the bird dropped into the scraggle and it was ugly. And I couldn't get it out. Well, it ripped the battery lead off, which is a good thing, actually, or else it would run the battery down. But let me do this real quick. I can't. Yeah, I can't. It'll take a minute. Indigo, I'll send you a link. I already put a link in chat, but not working so well. Let's see, undo this. There you go. Indigo, pop on in if you like. Um, anyway, so my where the tree it went into. First of all, I went looking for it, looking in the tree, and I thought I was in a different tree. This is why I always stress never, ever have goggles that don't record. Pay attention to this, Butch, because I was looking in the wrong tree for this guy. So then I pulled the SIM card out of my goggles and I came back in here and plugged it into the computer. And I realized what tree I was in. And Lord and behold, know what? No, man, I like to fall into a feed coming too, Ryan. I understand. It's cool. Hey, Sidewinder, how you doing, brother? The anyway, I ripped the battery loose, so there was no. I don't know. Yeah, right, John. Hey, how are you, brother? So I mean, I don't know. You've heard all this before, John, on Mike's stream, but my drone rescue operation, which, by the way, came here and flew with me on Sunday. Now, Butch is Mr. Line of Sight guy, even though he got some goggles. But it's my mission. Yes, I got stuck in a tree, and it wasn't coming out, especially since the battery got disconnected. Sidewinder. So today, the reason I'm wearing this on my head, I can take it back off now. My landlord has a tree trimming service. Hey, you got stuck in one too, so did you climb or how'd you get it out? In my case, the battery was disconnected, so even if I had turtle mode activated, I couldn't have done shit because no battery means no power means you ain't doing nothing. So My landlord owns a tree business, and he has a bucket truck. Well, after reviewing the footage, I realized that the tree that the bird was stuck in was like 20 feet from the bucket truck. The trunk of the tree. The branch itself was maybe that the bird was in, was like maybe 10 feet away from the bucket truck. I called my landlord and I was like, hey, how hard is it to crank up that bucket truck? I need to get a bird out of the tree. I said, you don't even have to move the bucket truck. It can be reached right from where it's at. Oh man, I'm out on the beach with my dog. I won't be home till after dark. So, long story short, even though it's not that short, I kept waiting. He said, if you don't mind going up in the dark, we can do it when I get home. We got home about 10 o'clock. Didn't hear shit from him. I sent him a couple messages. And, I was getting frustrated waiting on him. I stuck some 3/4 inch PVC pipe together and stood on the very same bucket truck and tried to stick the pole up, That shit's so wobbly, and the way the drone had nestled into the branches, I needed to hit the belly of it to push it up and out. And that wasn't happening. It was too floppy. Because, it's a good 30 feet up. Yes, you have, Butch. Been working your ass off. Probably created some work for you, too. Because I've ordered a few things off Amazon lately. Anyway. So I sent him a couple messages telling him I tried to use. There you are, Carlos. Hey, brother. Let me do this. Email. So Mr. Carlos, I'm digressing again. Let me finish my little story here. So anyway, I sent him a couple messages. I tried to get it out with PVC pipe, like I need to use bucket truck. No reply. So I'm like, oh, screw it. It's not going to rain tonight, whatever. So anyway, during the day today, while I was at work, I get a message from my landlord telling me that he left the key on the battery box of the truck. Call him when I was ready to do this, and he'd give me instructions.
What up, Home Slice?
Hey, brother. Did you have a good day flying today, or what?
Flying and educational, a little of each. Now I got to start charging stuff, putting stuff back together. And let me give you a. Hold on, give me like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna show you the birds.
Okay.
You already got a picture of the one without the props. That thing flies pretty cool, dude. I was actually surprised. I don't know why. I thought the prop guards or whatever you want to call them would have done something, but it's zippy, and it looks nice. He fixed everything. Fixed the lights. He fixed everything, and he did it like freaking instantly. The kid is good, or the young man, I should say.
Yeah, young man.
He is.
Yeah,
Good.
he's a young man to you and I. He's not that young.
No, but I'm telling you, he just bing bang boom, solder here, take apart there, adjust here, and it's done. You know what I mean? It's almost like he does it blindfolded.
Well, it's not like he hasn't had a little bit of practice, brother.
Well, all those quads, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I have
For those that don't know, Carlos back from the sky
look, and
has been visiting with the drone network, MadDog 95, MD95 TSI, and Crystal Justice.
aren't they pretty?
They're beautiful. It's a beautiful bird. It's
And then
beautiful.
he has a twin sister or a twin brother, whatever you want to call it, whatever you feel like. Nah. Shit is nice, man. We're gonna adjust the camera so I can get a little bit more angle to go a little bit faster. But they're nice. And I did my first 4S battery.
Ah,
I know that sounds silly, but I did my first 4S battery. Pretty cool. And let me.
hi, Anthony.
I'll be right back.
Man, 60 hours a week sucks, but that would kill me now. I can't do that. How are you, Anthony? I mean, I used to do 80 hours a week, but I was a lot younger then. Doing all right, Anthony. I don't know. I got this out of a tree with a bucket truck and worked out all right.
I'm actually tempted to take this apart and turn it into this. Woo-hoo. This thing flies pretty zippy, man. This is the same quad, just no prop guards.
Ah,
Ain't that neat?
that's beautiful.
It's freaking awesome. I like it. I don't know. And I even think it looks nice.
It does.
Right?
I mean, that other thing looked like a whoop, man.
Yeah, but Chris was actually surprised how big it was. And he thinks they fly pretty nice, too, considering they're smooth, pretty quick.
No, I mean, I mean, I've seen you fly. It seems like a great bird. Don't get me wrong. I'm not critical.
But, man, I tell you what, he put everything back together like it was nothing. Bing, bang, boom. He's good. Woohoo! Yeah. Now I'm going to play at night in my sleep.
Well, that's awesome, man. That really is cool. I look.
I am having a lot of fun. Just, I'm telling you, flying them. We're gonna go out again tomorrow. We're gonna fly. We're gonna play. We're gonna fly. I hope. But dude, I tell you, it is humid and hot.
Yeah.
And I hope the guy flies like a maniac. He's good. He flies his 5-inch, 6-inch, man. And I'm watching it through my goggles. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I call him Mad Dog, brother.
Man, he's good. And he had one incident where he lost the prop and it kind of like screwed around with his quad. But he brought it back safely. And he even put a turtle mode on my stuff. So another thing I can play with. But I'm going to try not to mess with turtle mode where I have to actually use it, which means try not to crash upside down, right? Yeah, right. Now I got to set up to charge. So I'm going to be like moving around, okay? So if I don't answer you right away, don't think I'm rude or anybody in the chat. I just want to set up my charger and start charging. You hear me yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was responding to Roadkill's question about whether I was working all day tomorrow, and yes, I am. But
you know what? Better working than unemployed.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I could only do half a day today. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it.
Too hot?
No, I don't know what it was. I just didn't feel well.
Okay.
Man.
I hear you.
I'm old, man. What can I tell you?
You're not old. You're as old as you want to be.
There's some truth to that, actually, but you know, you're not always.
You're not always at your top of the game. Sometimes I wake up and I don't want to go.
I don't know. Maybe it was that triple espresso with energy I had this morning. I don't know. It just didn't work out right.
Gotcha. I hear
So,
you.
I hung a chandelier on a 20-foot ceiling, and at the end of that, I was done. I'm like, man, I don't want to do anything else. I'm ready to go home. So I came home and I ate, and then I took a nap, like 4 hour nap.
Did you have to get up on a ladder?
Oh yeah. First
Yeah.
of all, it was a ladder on top of a piece of plywood,
Oh, nice.
on top of because it was a chandelier to hang over four booths in a restaurant.
Hey, you
So
ever worked on a chandelier that goes up and down with a motor?
no.
Zzz. No. I had a client that had one of these, so they can clean it, and they would take it apart, and it's like when you saw it on like disassembled, ridiculous amount of pieces. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I've had to put together a few of those.
It's crazy.
Like I mean, I can't imagine. I think if I had a job and as a cleaning person,
Right.
and then the owner says, "Why don't you clean this?" And they hit this little button, and the chandelier comes down with that like 10,000 crystals on it.
That's what it
I
looked
need you
like.
to polish
Literally,
each of these crystals.
it literally looked like that. All these just ridiculous. Glad I wasn't doing something like that. It's tedious. And then the other part is you got to put it back together again.
Yeah,
Yikes.
no kidding. I remember this one house we were doing. We were hanging. I'm an electrician, so hanging light fixtures. We do that at times, and this lady's house. She had a oceanside condo that probably cost, I don't know, a couple $1 million.
Yep.
Third floor up, overlooked the ocean, whatever. She was big into antiques, so she buys this $15,000 chandelier. And when we were hanging the thing, I'm like, man, this is a piece of crap. This is a piece of shit. And
Why do you say that?
so
It
we
just
got it up, it worked, and all that. And then once it was up, she didn't like it. So
oh
I guess, I don't know. She got another one. It was $25,000.
shit.
And we put it up, and she liked it.
That
She
was the light.
had that this chandelier, by the way, was over a dining room table.
Uh oh.
This dining room table had a huge glass top and was supported by four elephant legs.
Oh wow.
So who knows how much that table cost?
Safari, and I bet you the elephant's made out of brass or something, right?
No, the way I understand it, they're real elephant legs.
Oh, taxidermy.
Yep.
That's nasty. Who the hell
Uh,
wants that?
apparently there were supports inside of it to hold the table up.
That's crazy. Maybe it was from an African safari. Who knows?
We did a generator at this place. We called we had a nickname for it, World Golf Village, and we called it the Dead Animal Zoo.
Well, it's
And
like,
we,
I mean, I know people like to taxiderm their deer and hang them on the walls, but it looks like it ran through the wall and got stuck.
yeah, yeah, I know. Well, this guy that we put this generator in for, the Dead Animal Zoo, apparently there's a problem with taxidermy stuff if shit gets hot. I guess
Oh,
they
wow.
start shedding or whatever. I don't know. But he'd go on African safari for 6 months out of the year or whatever. But you
Right.
go into this house and it looked like a zoo. It
Yeah,
really did.
too
I
much.
mean, there were tree trunks with leopards and shit, cheetahs or whatever climbing cat is. and
Right.
there would be the cat taxidermy, and there would be an antelope that he dragged up in the tree to eat.
Oh wow. You
Yeah,
got
it was
fun.
crazy, man. It was crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make I'm gonna make a little bit of noise with the charger. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
that's okay. Well, anyway,
Uh,
that's what we call it, the dead animal zoo.
yeah, I don't know. I guess some people are into that, or maybe one room they dedicated. Who knows?
And this shit was all through the house. He had dead animals all through the house. And
Some people like that stuff. I don't know.
I mean, it was kind of cool to look like. You felt like you were at the zoo, except nothing moved.
Like a wax museum of animals, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Good analogy. Good analogy.
That's what makes the world go round. Different strokes for different folks. I have
Yeah.
one more to charge. What do I have? Oh yeah. I'll be back. Lot of charge.
You know, hey, Butch, there's something about, I've never been a truck driver, but there's nothing like a good road trip. And I miss doing road trips. And I used to just get in my car and take a long drive here and there. I mean a long drive, like all the way around Lake Okeechobee, whatever. I mean, you're from Florida, so you know what Lake Okeechobee is.
I've been
Yeah.
there.
You what? Is there no air conditioning in that hotel room,
Yes,
Carlos?
yes, and I have a fan.
I see you have a fan. Did you bring that fan? Hey, Blizz, how you doing, brother?
I sleep with a fan at home.
My brother could never sleep. God bless, God rest his soul. My brother could never sleep unless he had a fan blowing on him.
Yeah, that's me. I need that movement of air. I don't like stagnant air.
Oh, cool, Blizz. Hey, Dan, you got a drone pool. You got a destination in mind for your road trip? Carlos is on a road trip now.
Don't come to New York and chill. Tell him I'll take him to a place where he can hang out with pancreases.
There you go.
Or he can find one. Or he got plenty of squirrels he can bite nipples on. Because I know he likes to do that also. I can't see the chat, just for the record. Drone
Well,
tour
if
on the nipples
anybody
and
trusted you, I'll try and pick up the slack. BQE. What does BQE stand for, Blizz?
Brooklyn Queens Expressway.
Obviously, you know what, Carlos. Repeat that, please. Oh, Waco, Texas. What the hell's in Waco, Texas, Dan? You got family there or something?
You know where that nut job was? They shot up the whole place.
Brooklyn Queens Expressway.
Brooklyn Queens Expressway is the BQE.
Okay.
Starts near LaGuardia Airport. Will take you right by the Verrazano Bridge. And it's always crowded and full of cars. Ridiculous.
Every place in New York is full of cars. What are you talking about?
I guess, but some more than others, it seems. I mean, that's like perpetual traffic jam. It's crazy. Let's see if this works. Got the batteries for the goggles. I like it because it tells you, let me see. Does the light show up?
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
And you can charge it USB. I guess it wouldn't be balance charge, but you know what? I don't know. This does not work. All right. I gotta find a place to plug this bad boy in. I'll be back.
I'll be back. BQE.io. Yeah, exactly, Butch. That's a long drive from where you at, Dan? You're in Missouri, I think.
I thought Dan lived in Florida.
The you need to go there. You need to come this way in the wintertime, Dan. Because right now Florida's pretty damn miserable. And unless you like the beach now, I guess it's good beach weather. You know. I don't know, it's hot out there on the beach too. September, October is good if you still want to do the beach because the water's still warm.
Right.
Hasn't cooled down much, and the flesh-eating bacteria is not around anymore. Destin. Destin, isn't that on the Panhandle, Dan? I've never been to the Panhandle. I know people that have shared footage from the Panhandle. It looks very cool. But I think Dustin is on the Panhandle. And a lot closer than where I'm at.
What is it Tallahassee? No, what's all the way to the left? What do they call that over there? I forget the name.
Tallahassee over there. Panama City. They're on the Panhandle. So.
And what's right under Georgia?
Yes. Yeah.
That's Tallahassee also?
Tallahassee, kind of under Alabama too.
Oh, okay. Right.
Depending upon how far west you go.
I've been to Fort Lickerdale.
Yes. Well, I used to work in Fort Lickerdale.
I rode a quad on Daytona Beach, and the cop took it away from me because he said I'm not allowed to do donuts. I was going. They were bored. Apparently, they had nothing else better to do. What are you gonna do? Look, I didn't bring my own milk. Can't have a night without milk.
What is that saying about milk?
It's a natural. Milk is a natural. I don't know.
Hey, Blizz, Mamba makes some good stuff. In fact, this has a Mamba stack in it, the F4. Man, I would like that too, Dan. I mean, that would make my millennium if you and Mrs. Drone Pool showed up in the neighborhood. Nation's oldest city is pretty cool.
That's very
plywood motors, huh?
The doorways are very short, very low rather, whatever you want to call it. Apparently they had small people back then.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I just remember visiting there once.
So which one's your last build, Dan? I get mixed up. I think that's what this is, an F405 Mamba. EBR kind of made them hard to come by. I think he was buying everyone they had. What wide open place is that, Roadkiller? Well, I don't have any wide open place. Well, more wide open than where I usually fly. That's true. That's not too. The one place, Butch, isn't too far down the road. Actually, a couple miles.
Hey, Ed, you want to see something funny?
Sure.
This is the remote control. I refuse to touch it. I've heard bad stories about remote control, so I'm pressing the buttons with a towel on it. I don't want to know that somebody's sperm is on this thing. Nasty.
Well, you could have got some rubber gloves.
I didn't bring those, so that was the next best thing. I've heard too many horror stories about remote controls and like these shows where they show, man, you wouldn't believe what's on this, that, and the other. So I said, you know what? I'm not touching it. Nasty.
So what did you? Well, did you bring some damn polyethylene to lay on the bed, or what?
I'm going to live life on the edge on that one.
No, hey, Butch, I do need to hit the ball fields, man. I do want to do that. I've really never flown. I've only flown in a wide open space. Well, wide open is a relative term, but my backyard is not exactly wide open. So
But it's challenging.
it is challenging. And
Man,
challenging is cool, but it's also cool to be able to just being out in the wide open, and not have to worry about anything.
I was watching Chris fly through those trees. He's crazy. I was like,
Yeah, no, I know. Well, and see, the thing is, Carlos, is that those trees that he flies that are right down the right
yeah.
in his backyard, basically.
He knows them.
He knows the path through those.
He sure does. But still,
And
the speed that he changes, direction and just flies through stuff. He's good. He's really good. I was impressed. Let me see if I can get my other phone so I can see the chat.
But hey, Butch, I'm gonna get you going on that, brother. My Vipers took a dump. I locked the button off of them, but I got a new screen on the way, and
Amazon did have it, right?
yes, they did.
Good.
I got that ordered. I've also sent a couple emails to FXT about them replacing my original unit, so then I'll have a backup. I'll be Mr. Backup like Carlos.
They'll have. Hey, you never know, right? But did they ask you for pictures?
No, not yet. I have not had a reply from FXT yet.
But you don't send the email to the fxt.com. There's a whole service page. You know that, right?
No.
I wish I could give you the address, but I don't know if I have it. I have it at home on the computer.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, brother? So how did your fly go? You feel like stopping in for a minute?
Look, you talk about extra. I brought this just in case my phone goes. I have another phone. Yeah, never can have too much. It's like Boy Scout stuff.
Hey, Butch, I'm down with that. That sounds good. We can do that this weekend. Absolutely.
You gonna fly with them?
Well, I should hope so.
I don't know who Butch is.
Butch is roadkill.
Oh, okay. He's in Florida?
Yes, he lives in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
And he came over for the second time last weekend. And I think he liked the sound of MadDog1.
Oh, did you try putting it up in the air or just arming it once you took it down?
Oh, third time. Okay, that's right, Butch. Excuse me. Hey, Bill, how are you, brother?
Ed, did you arm your Mad Dog that you got stuck in the tree once you took it down?
Nah.
No?
Why wouldn't it arm?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, first of all, I was, I'm doing good. Hey, Bill, I'm doing good because this is back home. It was in a tree during the night last night, but it's back home. So I feel much better. And like Carlos said, like Carlos was asking, no, I have not tried to rearm it. Maybe I should do that now. What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's find out.
Just don't fly it.
Let's see. Let's see.
Man, the day just flew by. It's amazing.
I know. Well, you know what that means, don't you?
Having fun. But I don't know what I was telling
Exactly.
yesterday, but it seems like time is just going quick.
We're having fun.
Time goes by fast, man. It's crazy.
So did you learn some beta flight crap or what?
A little bit, but you know, you got to do it a few times. But I have an idea.
I agree. I agree. Just remember, you know, if you get
Holy shit, is that a bat belt you're wearing?
huh?
You look like you have a Batman belt. You have something for everything with all those little pouches.
Yeah, somebody else has said that before.
I like that. Ed in the back.
That's two different phones. I wonder what the cat's going to do. Let's see what the cat does.
I tell you what, I was able to do that. I was surprised is hold the bind button in and plug in a battery. Holy cow! What a freaking trick that is. Is the echo gone? Let me know. It might have been me.
Yeah, it was you.
Sorry. Whoa.
I had my finger in the wrong place. It was nicking my finger.
You're just getting a little woody there, turning that bad boy on.
That's funny because I have my finger like this and it's probably my finger first. And then here's what's weird, okay? And this freaks me out when this happens, but then I hit disarm and it was okay. And here's the deal with this. If you don't hold the bird, and you know, kind of weird because I'm not sure how to interpret this, but I've noticed this before. Is that I put my throttle stick all the way down, but the motors were still going full bore. I had to disarm to stop them.
Was that recent?
Just now. Weren't you paying attention?
Well, no, not to your throttle stick.
Okay. She's armed. Throttle stick is still all the way down. But if I turn it,
it's directing to stay level. The gyro's on, right?
all by itself without me touching the throttle is because the gyro.
The gyro tries to straighten it out, right?
So
Is
I
that what
mean,
it is?
huh?
The gyro's trying to straighten it out?
Yeah.
Turn the gyro off?
I don't have a switch for that.
Hey, you know what I did find out? That my King Kongs have smart audio. You can actually go into the by using the remote, you can do stuff. You can do shit.
And see, I need to figure that out. I don't have I don't know how to do the smart audio.
You put this right stick all the way up, the left stick throttle to the middle, and then go left. But you have to have the screen.
Yeah, no, I'd hate for it to do that too, but everybody always freaks out when I do that. Man, you're supposed to have it propped off, whatever. Okay, whatever. I can hold on.
It's just as bad as doing a hand catch with some of these drones.
Oh yeah, it's one thing if they got legs, but so now I can honestly say, Carlos, yes, I have rearmed it since the tree crashed. So there you go.
It'll be ready for tomorrow.
There you go. And it will fly tomorrow. and actually, let's see. I actually have 2 sessions where I flew a full pack with it. Whereas I had not done so before. My latest video that I have published, I did not make the full pack. That's where I did the inverted yaw spin, and I shouldn't have crashed, but I did. It was really weird, man, because I've been meaning to play with that, and I played with throw. And did Chris tell you anything about throw? And basically, you just get that baby moving up, and the inertia, the weight of the bird, when you propel it up, you can drop the throttle, and in actuality, it still keep going up.
For a little bit.
It's got that upward momentum going on.
Right.
And then you can roll it upside down and do crazy shit. And then it's a timing thing though, because you run out of that upward momentum and it starts coming back down.
And you got to know how far
as it comes back down, you're also building momentum. So you got to roll it back upright and get on the gas to stop that fall.
That damn gravity, man.
Yeah, gravity. Yeah, exactly. So on my, it was funny because I boosted it up and I got up there and I kind of like brain farted. It was like, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to go upside down and yaw around. So that split second,
you did a level yaw. That was pretty cool.
Do what now?
You did a really level yaw because a lot of times people are off. Yours was perfect. The only part was the turning around.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was so pleased with how level the yaw was, and I was determined to do a full 360, which I did.
Right.
But you know, the pull out wasn't so hot.
Live and learn.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, and that was on my mission yesterday.
Yaw spin
was to give that another go. But I was still doing my warm up, and unfortunately, 40 seconds into the warm up, I wound up in a tree. There you go.
Damn. Oh, Michael McReynolds is in here. The only part about being in a hotel room, you don't have all the snacks that you usually have at home available.
What, you
gotta
got
bring,
the munchies or what?
just something to munch on. But maybe I'll lose a little weight this way.
Okay.
This is
What are you,
funny. I said, Chris, don't I look better? Don't I look better looking in person? He goes, no, but you do. You look younger.
fat?
Too funny. I had a good time. He's good at what he does. Let me tell you.
Just chilling, huh?
Excuse me.
You know, hey, Butch, it takes a little getting used to, but and here's the other thing too about somehow, people. I've shared some of my flying on Facebook and whatever, and these are non-FPV people that are watching. They're like, "Oh man, I get seasick or air sick when I watch your videos." And the thing is, I've flown small planes, I've sailed, and
Ed, you were actually a pilot? You had a pilot's license?
no, technically not a pilot.
But you did
Okay,
fly?
I've been in the right seat many a time and been at the stick at the controls for hours,
That's cool.
and even landed a couple times. Had a few flight lessons. It was too expensive a
Oh,
hobby for me to keep going on. Hey, Mike Mason, how are you, brother?
yeah.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. But I had a friend that I met in South Florida, and he was a pilot. He had a pilot's license, and his mission was to teach me to fly, even though technically he wasn't supposed to do so because he didn't have an instructor rating. But he let me fly all the time. I took off all the time, but
That's
I did
awesome.
it all from the right seat. It's very cool.
Yeah.
But before that, I had a Hobie Cat, and I used to go sailing all the time. And the thing was, I only had two people get seasick on my boat because I gave them something to do. And it's just like, who was it? It was talking about they just get car sick. And I
Mm.
said, well, do you drive? Do you get car sick when you drive? And they said no. I said it's
The
the
passenger.
same thing with FPV. If you're flying versus just watching, you won't get airsick. It makes a complete difference because when you are at the stick and seeing what you're doing is different than when you're just taking a ride.
Right.
I don't know
You know
how
what
to.
it is? I think you know what to expect. And maybe because even when Chris was flying, I was like,
Yeah.
I was moving
Okay.
along
Well,
with him.
yeah. I mean, that's actually a good analogy because when you're flying FPV, you know what movement you make on the stick, and so you anticipate what it's going to do.
Correct. So
Versus when
your
you're
brain is
riding with
already,
Mad Dog, you don't know what the hell he's going to do.
your brain is anticipating it. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Your brain's ready for it. With the other one, it's more of a surprise
Yeah.
watching somebody else. And he actually tried the FXT goggles. He found it a little bit different, he said.
Oh, really, Butch? That's cool.
Yeah, I don't get seasick, car sick, any sick. I'm glad.
I was on a boat one time and went to go fishing. I got a little nauseated, but then I drank a beer and I was okay.
It evened you out.
Yeah, yeah. Then I could go with the motion in the ocean.
There you go.
Really, really, Bill. Okay, Bill, I'll tell you this. After all the hours I had in a small plane and learning what the guy I flew with taught me about flying, about stalls, and you know how most planes crash, and the mistakes that small plane flyers make when they develop engine trouble or whatever. Through all that and being through some kind of scary moments, actually, flying in a small plane, but it was all good, man.
You have to use your feet too, right?
Yes, their feet do the rudders,
Right.
the rudder, I should say, and they also do the brakes when on the ground.
It's not a reverse motor or reverse the motor.
No, no.
So then you can actually tip the plane over if you hit the brake too hard.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess. I don't know.
I guess you flew
I
well that
don't
you didn't
think the
find out.
brakes. I don't think the brakes are that severe.
Oh, okay. So it's more
Um,
like a back brake than a front brake, so to speak.
what we mainly flew in was a Cessna 172, and the brakes were only on the main gear. It had a nose gear, but there was no brake on it. And so if you hit the brake, the the plane would nose forward a little bit, but you ain't flipping it because the nose gear's there. I guess you could do that on a tail dragger. I never flew in a tail dragger though. I always flew in tri I don't know what you call it, where it has a front nose wheel and then two main gear on the wings. But
Oh, really?
dude, it was the best thing ever. I mean, he actually back then you could rent, he could rent. We did it all the time. Rented this Cessna 172 in Fort Worth, like Lantana at Lantana Airport, and it was $75 an hour for the plane,
Wow.
and that included the fuel, and it was only airtime. So we'd fly over to the west coast of Florida, Punta Gorda. We went there often. We'd fly over there, have breakfast, land, have breakfast, and then take back off and fly back. All we got charged, we could have the plane for half a day. And at half a day, they only charge you 2 hours if that was
Wow.
the air time.
That's
So
cool.
$150, and that included the gas. That was a great deal. We had a great time. It was awesome. So then he wanted to have his own plane. So he bought a plane in Texas. So we flew commercial out to Texas and picked up his plane. I should, it was new to him. It was actually a 1962 Piper something, and flew it back to Lantana Airport. We spent the night. We landed in Biloxi, Mississippi, I guess, and to spend the night. I navigated on the way back with $150 GPS from Kmart, and I did really good. I did really good with it. I screwed up when we were coming into Biloxi, and put in the coordinates wrong on the GPS, and he goes, Larry was like, "Man, you got us going out to the Gulf, into the middle of the Gulf of Mexico." I'm turning on the VOR, which is the navigation equipment on the plane. He goes, "Oh man, I'm turning this way." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, something's wrong, you know." But it was cool. We flew over Epcot, and that was awesome too. We lied to Kissimmee Air Control. We told them we were landing in Kissimmee, so they let us fly over it, even though that's not where we were going.
What's the cruising altitude?
Do what?
What's cruising altitude on a small plane?
Well, it depends on the which direction you're headed. If you're going east to west, and I don't remember, it's been a long time. But if you're going east to west, you're supposed to be like in even thousands.
Okay.
And if you're going north to south, you're supposed to be in odd thousands. And it could be the other way around. But we never went above, for the most part, 3,000 feet. You go up to 5,000 feet or higher in a small plane, and it takes you, especially a high wing like a Cessna, it takes you forever to come down. It's ridiculous. We used to do engine off, you know, because you practice shit. You practice shit when you're flying. And we never turned the motor off, but we bring it all the way back to idle. And you'd say, okay, look for a place to land. And if you're at 2,500 feet, it's amazing how much time you have to find an open place to land. It really, they don't fall out of the sky.
Right.
Most all the crashes you see with small planes is pilot error. And a lot of times it's either one or two things. Either they lose their engine pretty much when they take off because they didn't do a proper pre-flight test, didn't warm the motor up, they skipped a few steps. Because what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to idle it up, supposed to taxi down, get down to where you're going to take off at, and then you do a run up, and you like hold the brake, and you pull that throttle so that you run that motor up, and you run it up for a good couple minutes, and make sure you don't get any bump in the throttle, whatever, any stutter in the engine, whatever, and then you take off. But you can still have motor problems. Take off, you get up in the air, and people have a problem, and here's where they crash. Here's where they crash and burn. They'll have an engine problem, and they'll try and come back around and land. No, you don't do that. That's where you crash and burn. You gotta, if that happens, because you still have no altitude to speak of. And there's energy. When you get a plane up, it takes energy to get that plane up in the air and moving forward. Once you're up to cruising altitude or cruising speed, you have some energy. But when you're first taking off, your energy is low. You're not moving that fast. You can't turn. You need to look straight ahead and find out where you can settle down. That's where people die. That's where people crash. 9 times out of 10. But anyway, I'm rambling on and on. Excuse me. I'm passionate about little birds, but I will tell you this. After learning about a number of stalls and stuff like that, when I flew commercial again, after doing all the, and no, Butch, I did not do any gambling in Biloxi. Did not have the money nor the inclination to do so because I was tired of shit. But, but the funny thing is, the next flight I took, I was on a commercial plane and I was going to Oklahoma City. And we went through Dallas Fort Worth. And this is on commercial jet. Well, what I didn't know at the time was that Dallas Fort Worth has what they call noise abatement rules. And what that means is because Dallas Fort Worth is in a very populated area, the airport, the planes are supposed to come in. Oh, well, thanks, Bill. The planes are supposed to come in at a high altitude and then they practically nosedive the damn airport so as not to disturb the neighborhoods around the airport. So this guy's coming in and I'm sitting at a seat on the plane where I can see the wing. Well, the one wing, because the other wing's on the other side of the damn plane. But anyway, I'm looking out the window and I see this guy circling around and I see the flaps and ailerons on the plane doing all this crazy shit. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna stall. He's gonna stall. And I thought we were gonna crash I was a nervous wreck. I'm like, oh no, he missed the runway. He missed the runway. What the hell? And oh, he's coming back around again. Oh no, Mr. Bill. I mean, it was bad. I was freaking out. I was freaking out. And it was later I learned about the noise abatement. That's why they land like that. But I just knew I had a rookie pilot. And hey, Roadkill, you'll appreciate that. You know how the trucking people, they always make fun of the Swift drivers? Well, I thought I had a Swift driver flying that plane. Let me put it that way. So, anyway, I always, to be honest with you, not that I've done an extensive amount of traveling by jet plane, but I've got a lot more hours in a small plane, and I'll take a small plane any damn day of the week.
Well, they glide.
That's all I'm saying.
They glide. That's just drop.
Now, a helicopter. I've never been on a helicopter. Helicopter scares me to death too, because them damn things don't glide. And I've had discussions with people. Oh, they've gotten way better now. They can auto gyrate. Yeah, whatever. If that pilot of that helicopter doesn't do everything just right, that first of all, auto gyrate makes for a controlled crash versus a flat out crash, which is what it'll be if that pilot makes just one little wrong mistake. And yeah, it's not going to be a pretty landing. Somebody's going to die. Yeah, right. Right, Butch. I know. People make fun of Butch, not Butch, but Swift all the time. All you gotta do is go on the internet, man. You see all kinds of shit about Swift drivers. You know, Butch. We've been to Drone Days. We've been to the other ones, and a number of the guys are truck drivers. and every damn one of them makes fun of the Swift drivers. And hell, my roomie for a while, the Kevinator, he's driving a truck now. But
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, he didn't really do the online stuff that much either. But yeah, he knew all about the Swift drivers.
there's also a guy
JB Hunt's bad too. I didn't know that.
FPV Varsity, something like that. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I have not.
I think he's a Swift driver. It's cool because he gets to fly in all different locations while he's driving.
Actually, I'm trying to think of who it is. Oh, I think Chuck It.
One of
I'm not
Chris's
sure
friends
if it's Chuck It or not.
is a driver.
It's somebody. I don't know if you know him or not, Carlos, but
On YouTube.
somebody that's been in the drone community for a while, and he actually works for Swift now, but only because his company got bought out by Swift. So,
One of the guys, you say one of the guys on NoobTube, right? FPV NoobTube.
Chuck It is on FPV News too.
Yeah, it might be him then.
And I think I said something to it. I think I said something about being a Swift driver. And he goes, well, actually, technically, I drive for Swift now too. I'm like, oop, insert foot and mouth, you know.
I know that feeling.
But I'm good at that kind of shit.
You know? Oh, I'm really good at
that. Yay! Well, cheers, brother. You drink your milk, I'll drink my beer.
Almost got fired because of that one. Not good.
The flying trucker that works for Swift too, Butch. Haven't seen him in a while. And I know somebody who used to drive for JB Hunt too. I've never heard of Snyder. I certainly see JB Hunt trucks all the time.
Yep. Mayflower. Do you have Mayflower over there?
Yes, we do. All right. I got to run out the truck.
Cigarettes?
Carlos, you got this. I got to run out the truck. I need a cigarette.
Ah. That's what you should be putting in your bat belt. I know one guy that's on FPV NoobTube. He definitely is a truck driver. Just don't know which one. Going to be live tomorrow with Chris and Pistol. Friday night show. Hey, Roadkill, how long would it take you to drive to meet Mr. Ed? Love my drones. Hour? I'm not sure exactly where St. Augustine is from your place.
Okay. So,
Careful.
So how many FPV pilots do we have here that wear glasses?
Definitely me. Oh, that's not bad. Roadkill. Roadkill only is about a half hour, 45 minutes from you, he said.
Who?
Roadkill.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty close.
Man, it took me like 4.5 hours to get over to Chris's. What a schlep. I had to pull over because I got tired. White line fever. I pulled over for like 15, 20 minutes. Then there was an accident to boot. Plus, I didn't want to get any tickets, so I think I only did like 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit, but never leading speed. I was always following somebody. I hate getting tickets.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get tickets.
Oh,
First of all, I don't like look.
I had my first bit of potential, not road rage, but just road bullshit with somebody in Maryland. Apparently, he didn't like the way I made my right turn in front of him, so he beeps the horn. I give him, the thumbs up. He catches up to me and's on my ass. Give him another thumbs up. Then he goes in front of me. Then we hit this sharp, like a pretty long, sharp right turn, and I passed him again. Yeah. He was determined to catch up to me again. Yeah, knucklehead.
Damn,
Chris says
Yankee.
it had something to do with my license plate.
Probably did.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's some effed up people on the road, dude.
They don't like us New Yorkers. New Yorkers.
Cause you're, that's right, cause you, does this happen in Maryland?
In Maryland, yeah.
Yeah. Well, look.
Stuff happens.
You know,
The effort that he put in beeping the horn, he should have just been stepping on his brake. You know what I mean? If he was so upset. What are you going to do?
hey, Butch, it'll take less time if you use 9B this time.
You should do it early on a Saturday so you don't burn. I was flying and sweating with Chris, and then these storm clouds. Man, the sky was pretty. Nice colors.
That's golden hour, brother.
It was really, man, something.
The thing is, it's funny because not counting yesterday, which was a very short duration flight, but the 2 days before that when I flew, I don't know. I wore I call it my highway safety shirt.
Okay.
Because it's really bright fluorescent orange. And it also had long sleeves.
Okay.
So it had cooled down, but the bugs are bad, man, dude.
Yeah, I tell you what, just driving.
Horrible out right now.
When I was driving, I was getting hit. Like I was hitting bugs where you actually felt like a ping pong ball bouncing off my windshield and stuff. It was like, damn,
Yeah,
big ass bugs out there. And let me tell you, acres and acres and acres and acres of corn I passed. It's like they really live in the freaking holy cow in the farm country or whatever you want to call it, man. Unbelievable. I haven't seen that much corn since I drove past Pennsylvania.
But no, I mean, it was funny because after I came in from flying the only pack I had at the time, I'm like, damn, my hands are itching like crazy because the bugs have been feasting on them. Because while you got your hands on the sticks, man, you can't squat, you can't do anything. So they're just having a feast fest. Good night, man. See ya. Hope to see you this weekend, brother.
Wow, it's already 11:20. Damn. My battery's got to charge.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call this. We got 7 people here. And I guess I count for 2, so that means 5. And I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, Carlos, for stopping in. And
I'm gonna be live with Chris and Crystal tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool. I'll be looking forward to that.
I'll be chilling out with them.
Read the previous comment, Ed. I saw that. It was faster. I know 9B well, brother. All right. Look, everybody, thanks again. Salute to you all, and thanks to everybody that came by. I appreciate you. Love you. And just keep flying, brothers.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's all about. And Carlos, congrats on your recent maidens. That's awesome.
Yeah, he videotaped it. We'll see if he puts it on.
Well, you didn't videotape your own shit?
I did also, but he did his own, with the GoPro or whatever he uses to video.
Okay, cool.
So maybe
Yeah.
he'll put that up also.
We'll see how quick that happens. All right.
All right, bud. Have a good
Later,
night.
everybody. Good to
Take
see
care.
y'all.
Talk to you soon.
Take care. Peace out.